Hi, so today's live is about how I grow my YouTube channel, excuse me, and how I want to help others grow their YouTube channel. And we're going to go through. Hi there, Ronita Wilson. Hi, Miss Devon. How are you guys doing this morning? I was about to take off. How are all of you ladies doing this morning? Ronita, let me ask you, are you trying to be a content creator on YouTube? Late, my favorite moderator, I know you are already you've already got your YouTube channel. I don't know if you're monetized yet, but I am a subscriber of your channel. And Ronita, if you have a YouTube channel, I would definitely, if you're being a content creator, I would definitely subscribe to your channel. So first of all, we're going to go through what it is that gives you numbers and where you stand. All right. So bet- between 0 to 1,000 subscribers, that means you are a new channel. All right, Latae, then you need to stay in here and listen. All right, because I'm going to get you monetized as soon as possible. So 0 to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, Renita. I thank you. We all, whoever you support, we definitely are appreciative. Okay, because supporters are the ones that matter, right? They're the ones that make or break us. Okay. So 0 to 1,000 are new or is considered a new channel, right? Once you get to 1,000 and 10,000, you are a small YouTube channel. And I got 2,000 guys like recently, and I'm so happy. So I am considered a small YouTuber. Okay. 10,000 to 100,000 is mid-size. Over 100,000 subscribers, you are considered large, and baby, you are in charge. All right. So we're going to get to how to grow your channel. And I'm going to give you guys some of my growing challenges. Okay. When I started out on YouTube. So I did start out on YouTube. And as you guys know, there are requirements for monetization. So in order to be monetized, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and you need to meet one or two activity thresholds. So you have to have that 1,000 subscribers plus 4,000 public hours in the last year. Now, I was able to achieve my monetization with having 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 public watch hours. And I'm going to tell you guys how I achieved that. So you get your family, get your friends, if you got 2 or 3 boyfriends, you get them to watch your channel, right? You get them to watch the videos that are on your channel, right? All they have to do is play it. Okay. Let them play it. Thank you so much. Thank you. So don't you make me cry while I'm trying to give a presentation. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Like I've been thinking of things, how to reward your work for me. I really have. I really have, definitely. That's why you see me commenting or and I'm subscribed to you, but I really want to do something else for you. I don't know if you're in the Houston area. I think you are. We need to meet up. Okay, you're my moderator. Let's meet up, definitely. But let's get back to how you guys can get those 4,000 watch hours. Okay, have a friend, your family, get your children involved, all of that. All they got to do is put on your video and let it play through, right? They don't have to listen to it if busy or whatever. Not saying that your content is not interesting, but get them to play that, all right? Oh, you 30 minutes away? Well, I'm gonna once I get off, this, I'm gonna just put all your videos so it can play. So, because that's what people did for me. Like if they can just play it, they can just put it on their laptop or their tablet or their computer and just let it play away, right? As they clean, whatever, just let it play away so you can get your watch hours. Now, like I said, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. All right. Now, if you don't get your public watch hours of 4,000, right? You can also get shorts performance of 10 million views in 90 days. Okay. That's how you become monetized. Listen, this is not an easy road. All right. Because I'm going to tell y'all, I quit twice on YouTube. I'm very successful on TikTok. I have over 50,000 followers on TikTok. I'm very, very successful. I'm not going to say it was easy, but it wasn't as hard as it is on YouTube. YouTube is very hard because I think YouTube has trust issues. Okay. I really do. Like I have 50,000 on TikTok and I have 20,000 on Facebook. But right here, listen, I made it to 2,000 yesterday on YouTube, and I'm very grateful. So I have some slides and I'm going to talk through them because I want you guys to actually, grow your channel. And you don't have to be a big size to get rewards. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, me, I just came back this month after being on a hiatus. Like, I didn't really, I quit actually. So I came back because I said, you know what? I want to be dedicated to this, right? I want to be dedicated. I want to be able to cut my hours down where I work and just devote myself to something I really love. And I'm not saying I really love social media, but I really love to, dissect crime, to make the public aware of things that are going on in the world, right? And plus, I want to bring awareness, right, to people of brown skin crimes against them, right? Because that's not pushed out, in the media, right? So that's what my, love is for that. Like my dedication, I want to do that. So I decided, you know what? I want to, you know, really, really be a criminal analyst where I, you know, bring attention to crime cases that are not brought out in public by, the mainstream media, right? I wanted to be that voice. So I'm going to go ahead, right? You're going to see my picture disappear and I'm going to bring up slides because I really put a lot of thought and time into this because I want to see other people make it because I know I was really like wanting to do it and I was discouraged, right? So I know other people are feeling discouraged, especially when you're trying. So let's do this, guys. Listen, let's get into it, right? Like they say, let's dig into the meat and potatoes. Okay, so I'm going to disappear and bring this up. So, first of all, when you want to become a content creator on YouTube, you need a niche, right? Your niche. Like my niche is crime, right? Real crime cases. That's my niche. Now, let me tell you guys, being in the crime niche, I'm one of the lowest paid content creators, right? The crime niche is one of the lowest paid. Now, if you really want to make the big dollars, you can do like empowerment, life coaching, fitness. Let's see what else. Hey Terry, nephew. What else? Gaming, those are big. Like you will really make a lot of money in those niches, right? But for me, my love is for crime. Not that I love for people to get killed or, harmed, but I really like to be in the investigative part of it. So, and I definitely like to bring awareness to cases that don't get that mainstream media, which is crime against people of color. So that's my niche. I mean, I don't do bad, but it's not the highest paid niche. So you got to pick what niche you want to. Whatever you want that you feel like you have love for and dedication for, then that's your niche, right? So you got to decide. So that's the thing, decide what your niche is, right? And then you make that message clear to people so they don't have to guess, oh, is she gonna be with doing crime, or is she gonna do fitness, or is she gonna do drama? Like, sometimes I do throw a wrench in things, but my main thing is crime, right? So whatever your niche is, you decide, okay, I want to come to YouTube and I'm gonna work towards this, right? This is what my goal is, okay? Now, once you have that clarity, then you want to start creating in that path, right? And that's going to, YouTube will start to try to find people who are interested in what you're putting out. Now, YouTube is merit based, it's not luck. Like you, and I used to be like this. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good video. I'm going to put this out and I know it's going to go viral. No, you have to prove yourself to YouTube. And it's not that YouTube is punishing us, but they don't know if we're going to be consistent. Okay. It's like, okay, they put this great, your video could be the best video, right? But YouTube, first of all, you have to establish a relationship with YouTube to get into the algorithm. And how you establish a relationship is through consistency. And that consistency can take days, it could take months, it could even take a year. Okay. But while you are putting out your content, they're starting to test your work, right? And they're testing it, and you may start to build relationships with other you may start to build relationship with people that really like your work. And that's how you get your family. Like my family is true crime family because those people that are in my group that are really dedicated towards me, this is what they want to hear. This is what they want to find out about. So that's how you start to gain your supporters, right? And then they start to engage. And as they engage, right, YouTube is like, oh, wow, this person is really, interesting to others. So let me push this video out a little more to see who else, gravitate towards her. So, but your job, like I said, is not to beat the algorithm, even though that's where you need to be. Not beat it, but be in it. All right. But it's based on viewer consistency so that YouTube say, okay, wow, this person is really putting out some content that someone is able to relate to. So I'm going to tell you, right? Because I know when I was building, I was getting, discouraged because I feel like I was just putting out content and it was gone unnoticed. So I would like to discuss like the tree analogy. So some of us are gardeners. I'm not one, but I do, lines. Say I have a farm, I have a garden, all that kind of stuff. I'm actually a prissy person. But think of when someone plants a tree, right? So you take the seed, you put it in the soil, then you start to water it, daily and all that stuff, fertilize it or whatever you do to create a flower or vegetables or fruit, right? And you're just watering this soil. You don't know what's growing underneath. And what's growing underneath are roots. Roots, okay? Something that is, latched on to the soil and it's being nourished. But above that, all you see is sand. All you see is sand, but there's a beautiful process, right? That is growing beneath that sand. But it takes time, right? It takes time for you to see a sprout. So if you stop watering that soil where that seed is planted, then it dies. And that's where a lot of small content creators on YouTube die because they stop producing, they stop watering, they stop, producing things, to help their channel grow. So don't stop, keep going. Consistency doesn't mean perfection, but it means commitment. YouTube loves commitment. All right. So when you start a channel, tell yourself, I'm going to be dedicated to this. This is something I want to do. Now, if it's something you can't be dedicated to, then don't do it until you're ready. All right. Authority isn't built in moments, it's built in repetition. And when I say repetition, for me, how I grew my channel is that I decided I was going to do 3 videos a week and go live once a week. And I did not like going live. I was like, screw a live. Like, I'm not going to get on here and be talking to people or whatever because, I'm not an introvert, but I like to be alone, if that makes sense to you. But how I really grew my channel and got followers is by going live once a week. It's very imperative that you do a live once a week, right? Because your supporters or people who see you, they really want to engage with you. So that's how I got a lot of my followers was going live and also shorts. Let me tell y'all something about shorts. Please put out shorts because shorts are able to reach more people, right? It's like what analogy can I use for doing a short? Let me see what I can think of. I can't really. What is a short like? I can't really think like do an analogy, but I can say this: when you do a short, it reaches more people. A short is not like a short is like a prostitute. Let's do that analogy. So a short is like a prostitute. They get laid a lot, right? They're out there giving it out, right? But when you do a video, it's like a woman of substance and a man is looking to marry that person. So you really got to show consistency. You got to show what you're about. So that's what your videos are about. But a short is like a prostitute just giving it out. You getting a lot of people that's interested in this and that. They're really not dedicated to you, but they're looking. So the people who win are the ones who stay. Don't give up. Just because you don't see the fruit doesn't mean it's not growing. Now, the thing a lot of people don't know because I didn't know, what is CTR? CTR is so important. And you will only see CTR when you do video form, all right? You don't see CTR when you do shorts. You don't see CTR when you do lives. It's the video that you record, the video that you edit, and the video that you put out that you will see as CTR. CTR is so important. Very, very important, guys. I cannot emphasize how important the CTR is, right? It stands for click-through rate. It's when I tell y'all it's so important, it's super important, right? And a great CTR is above 6, and it can grow, okay? You can have a low CTR and have a lot of views. That means nothing just because you have views. That could be from people that's following you or whatever. It means nothing. That CTR above 6, that means that the algorithm is going to push you out beyond your supporters, right? It's going to push you out there. It's like going overseas. Like, I'm so glad I learned about CTR because I had no idea. A CTR is very, very important. It measures one thing only. When people see your video, what do? They click on it. They're interested. You don't, okay, let's say you have 1,000 subscribers. You just don't want that, just those people to see your video. You want to become worldwide. You want to become internationally known to rock the microphone, okay? I'm telling y'all, look at the CTR on your videos. It's very, very important. And a CTR is based on what? Listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all what I learned. I never knew this. It's based on your title and your thumbnail. The title and the thumbnail is so, so important. It's actually much more important than the quality of the video you put out. I'm not saying don't go out here and put out piss poor videos, but I'm saying put a lot of emphasis on your thumbnail and on your title. So people can look and say, let me click on this and see what the fuck they got going on, right? And then what? You light them up with your talent. So CTR happens before the view. If they don't click on it, you get no view. CTR happens before YouTube even knows if your video is good. That's what I'm saying. The CTR is so important. If people don't click, the algorithm never gets the data it needs. And it's all about data with YouTube. I swear to God, it's all about data. YouTube is like a business monster, right? It's like if you could think of like uh, um, how can I say it? Like a warehouse full of like computers, full of like, data just being processed. That's what YouTube is. It has millions, billions of other people, right? That they're trying to figure out, let me send this here, let me send that here. It's trying to figure out what the fuck you talking about. It's trying to figure out like where should I send this data? All right. That's how you need to think. So you need to focus on what you're about, your niche, and put out that information. Like it says here on this slide, CTR is the front door. It's not about watch time right now. You got to get through the door, right? Y'all know they say, how you hating outside the club, right? If you outside the club and hey, no, get the fuck inside the club to see what the fuck going on before you start hating. So what is the CTR made of the thumbnail. Guys, I had to learn this. And the ones that are consistently following me and that are really, really, you know, liking my content, they will notice my thumbnails changed. Thumbnails are so, so important, guys. The thumbnail and the title. It's like this. Let's say you're going on a date. You want to look your best. Okay. That's what your CTR is. You want to be the complete package and you're looking awesome because you want this person to be in awe of you. That's what your thumbnail and title should be. So the CTR is driven by two things only, your thumbnail and your title, not your subscriber count. You can have 100,000 subscribers, but if you put out a piss poor thumbnail and title, you're not going to get those click-through rates. All right. So, and also, you don't have to post on a schedule. You don't need to post at 8 o'clock in the morning every day. You don't need to post at 9 p.m. every night. It's not about a schedule. It's about you got that thumbnail that's going to spark curiosity. And then you have that title that fits with that thumbnail, right? You can't put okay, for instance, let me give you an example. You can't have a thumbnail of a dog, right? And I'm talking about a dog because I love dogs. I have a service dog, right? You can't have a thumbnail of a dog and then your title talking about people. Like it's got to fit in. Like it's got to fit in, spark curiosity. Okay. Like it's like giving you a little inch of what's going on. But hey, you gotta click on this to find out the story. And like it's not how long you worked on a video. Now I'm saying y'all don't go up, don't come on here making a video, a minute or two and you edit it 30 seconds. No, you got to put out good work, but it's really not about how long you worked on a video. Thank you so much, baby. Doing whatever says you're right. You popped up on my timeline. Thank you, baby. I've been working hard and I hope you subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So a good CTR is about contrast. Clear is greater than clever. A high CTR doesn't come from being clever. It comes from being clear. You don't want to send mixed signals. You don't want to put a picture of a dog, then you're talking about people. All right. People should understand the promise of the video in 1 second. Confusion kills clicks. So, for instance, you got a thumbnail, correct? And you got 3 different people on the thumbnail. Then you got some police lights in the back. Then you got a house in the front. Then you got these 3 people. Folks are confused. They don't understand what the hell going on. And they listen, we're humans. They see all that confusion. They're gonna be like, no, I'm not finna invest in trying to figure out what they got going on. So a low CTR doesn't mean bad content. And you're thinking like, well, like now you're talking out both sides of your mouth. A low CTR means your packaging is unclear. A low CTR doesn't mean your video is bad. It usually means the packaging didn't communicate the value. You can have like I said, you can have a great video, right? But it's how you market it, right? You did not market it correctly. I want you guys to think of your YouTube channel as a business. It's a business. And let me tell you something, guys. It can bring you money. It can bring you money doing something that you love. So a CTR is a signal, not a judgment. Data is feedback. CTR is impersonal, it's feedback. YouTube don't like you because you only got 1,000. Don't dislike you because you got 1,000 subscribers, right? It's not, but you're going to have to work. You're going to have to work for YouTube to trust that you're dedicated, all right? And that you are involved in what you do and that you know what needs to be done for them to send out your information, all right? To send out your product. So the algorithm is simply asking, do people choose this when they saw it? It's all about presentation, guys. I cannot emphasize that enough. And if not, you adjust it. Don't quit. Just because your CTR right now is low, please don't quit. Don't quit because you can fix it, you can adjust it, and you can send it back out. So how to improve your CTR? Test, clarify, repeat. Now, listen, don't get on here looking at your CTR and like I said, a good CTR is 6 and above. Let's say you put out a thumbnail and it's based on a thumbnail and a title. So let's say you did a thumbnail and a title and your CTR is 1. And if you're like me, you're gonna look at it in the next hour, 6 hours, 12 hours, right? And it's 6. Don't panic. Please don't panic. Give it 48 to 72 hours. Because guess what? The algorithm is dealing with billions of people. So don't panic. If it's low, give it time. Let the algorithm do what it's supposed to do. Be confident. Now, if it's 48 hours and it's still 1, then now we got to look at the thumbnail and the title. And let me tell you who's your best friend. Y'all will not believe it who can help you the most. I'm going to tell y'all who helped me. Chat GPT. Because guess what? The algorithm is AI, right? Chat GPT is AI. They from the same family. They know what needs to be done. Use Chat GPT to help you with your thumbnails, with your title. All right. Use that in the proper way to help you get into the algorithm, to help you improve your business so you can make your money. So, improving CTR is a process. Test clear titles, use fewer words on thumbnail. Let me tell y'all, I used to mess up. Listen, I had about 10 words on my thumbnail. Like it was, I should have known because it was confusing me. The maximum amount of words you need on your thumb. I'm not talking about the title. The thumbnail is 3. 3 words. Not the title. I'm speaking of the thumbnail. Needs to be fewer words. 3 words max. Makes the promise obvious. Okay. It's just like saying, I love you, right? I love you. Like a guy saying, I love you. But if a guy say, you know, I think no, I started loving you when I saw you wearing that pink dress versus I love you. Which one do you feel more connected to? All right. Creators who grow don't get it right immediately like I did, but they refine. And that's why y'all are here, right? Watching me tell you how to grow your YouTube channel with an easy strategy. CTR equals consistency. Now I'm going to give y'all a recommendation. This is just a recommendation. Put out 3 now this is consistency. You may have to do this for 6 months, but be consistent because I'm telling you, the reward is great. Consistency for me is putting out 3 videos, whether it's 3 shorts, whether it's 2 shorts and a long form video or 3 long-term videos, right? But 3 videos plus 1 live. You have to do a lot. I used to be terrified of doing a live. It used to really like, oh my God, to build myself to do a live. You have to do a live. I'm telling you, you would get most of your followers from doing lives. All right. So CTR plus consistency equal momentum. You have to be consistent to get that momentum. Small wins compound. When a CTR improves, even slightly, momentum is being built. It's like rolling yawn, right? You start off small, but you keep rolling, and it gets bigger. YouTube has trust issues because a lot of people quit. So you have to be consistent, right? More clicks, more data, more chances to be shown. And when we talk about algorithm, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but algorithm is how YouTube pushes you out to other people that like, because you made clear, I am a crime niche or I am a, fitness person or I'm a self-improvement. You got to establish that, but it starts to push you out to a bigger audience. CTR is how your audience finds you, right? You just don't want those people that you started with. We love the ones we started with, but you want to grow your family. You want to grow your business. Your audience can watch what they don't click on. So make sure your thumbnail and your title are compatible, not compatible, but your title and your thumbnail tells a story before they not tells everything, but gives curiosity, right? So they can click on, they want to find out more. So with YouTube, consistency earns trust. So the thumbnails and titles are a packaging, right? Let's say someone gives you a gift, okay? We want a gift with a bow on it in a box with shiny wrapping versus a gift in a paper bag. You get it? The job of a thumbnail is to stop the scroll. They're like, "Oh, let me look at this. Oh, okay." So it has to be clear. If you put 3 or 4 faces on it and you put a car that's been in a car accident, they like, "Listen, I'm not trying to figure out what the fuck you got going on, right? Imma just go find it somewhere else where it's more clear." It has to be a clear picture. Now with me, my thing is faces, right? And you wanna show emotions, not your face, but you could be your face, but, like, if you're telling a story, you wanna show something with emotions. Somebody in a hospital bed, somebody face shot, so somebody with a mug shot, like, but you wanna show them, like, in distress or crying or, some fucked up shit, right? Because as humans, we want to see some fucked up shit and know why they fucked up. Okay. That's what gonna gain our attention. It don't need to tell a whole story. To tell a whole story, motherfuckers, you gotta click on this bitch. Right? You don't want to give too much away. Job of the title is complete the promise. So if I have a dog on there, no, let me stop talking about animals. I love animals a lot, but that's really get into it. So, like recently, I did a thumbnail with a woman in a hospital bed and then a arrest, right? So they know, all right, I got a mug shot of a man, and I got a woman fucked up in a hospital bed. So they know, oh, he done fucked her up. Like, what's going on? And then I had on the thumbnail, he tried to kill me. All right. But my title says arrested, caught on tape, caught on YouTube live stream. So they're gonna say the title said, "Oh, he was caught on tape in a Facebook live stream. She fucked up in the hospital and he arrested. Let me go find out what the fuck he did." Y'all get it? It sparks curiosity. So, like I said, less text, more clicks. And let me give you another thing. You want to always use white text, right? Because you got to think of what people use the most to look at social media, their phones, right? It's not a big computer screen or anything like that. Hey, Lexus. Hey, D Royal. How are you guys? Thank y'all for coming in, supporting Auntie. So you gotta say they got this small phone. What stands out the most? White text, like I have on the screen here. Let's let's just say I had a red, right? A red text. It's really not gonna stand out as much as white against that black. So use a lot of white for your text on your thumbnail. Good titles are clear, not clever. Clarity versus creativity. Don't be up there like I'm saying. You gotta just be clear. You ain't gotta say, "Oh, he shot her in her head and it bled out all over her bed." You don't have to do that. Like, listen, that's also, you know, YouTube does have restrictions. So please don't try to be clever. Don't try to rhyme. Don't try to rap. Just, put some out. Just, be kind of clear of what's going on, but use a 3 to 4 word max on your title. Okay. So thumbnail and title work together. Don't repeat itself. So, okay. This is a big one. So let's say, like, I had that title. I said he tried to kill me. Then in my no, not title, I'm sorry. In my caption on my thumbnail, I said he tried to kill me. Your title does not need to say he tried to kill me by running me over with his car. No. So the title is he tried to kill me. Never use, not title, I'm sorry. Never the thumbnail said he tried to kill me. Never use he tried to kill me as your including your title. Use some other different words. All right. Please, that's so important. Don't repeat what your thumbnail says with your title. So, like I say, you want to make your motion, contrast, focus, strong thumbnail. Usually have 3 things: emotion, contrast, and a clear focal point, because that's the first thing they see is your thumbnail. And that's going to spark curiosity. They're going to read the title and be like, oh, let me see what the fuck happened. Oh, let me get more. And then they're going to click. And there you go, a click, right? Don't never try to make your viewer try to figure out, like, some mess that's in your thumbnail. And apps you can use for thumbnails is Canva. I love Canva. It's most popular. I love Canva. Like Canva, and you can use the free version, but I have the pro, but you can use the free, and the pro is, I think it's like $20 a month, but Canva is, when I tell you Canva is the best, I love Canva. You can use Photoshop, Figma, PicMonkey, and Snappa to make your thumbnails. Also, let me tell y'all something. You can use Chat GPT. Just tell them to kind of describe what you want as a thumbnail, and they will do it. Chat GPT is your best friend also. But Canva is more than enough for most creators. It's the best tool. It's the one you actually use consistently. And I do consistently use Canva to make my images and my thumbnails. I use it also to make my TikTok videos. So testing is the part of the process. Don't give up, guys. YouTube has to it has to establish a relationship with you. It has to trust you, because some people just want to come on there. I'm gonna make some quick money. I'm gonna put out 50, 11 videos and whatever, and then on 50, 11 videos die out in 2 weeks. So YouTube is like, oh, they really not consistent. They out here playing on my top, right? So they not really gonna trust you. That's why they're giving you 6 months. Don't give up, guys. I promise you. Don't give up. I gave up twice, but I'm consistent now. And actually, I look forward to doing content. Like I went to work 7 p.m. yesterday. I got off work at 7:30 this morning. That's 12 hours. It took me about 30 minutes to get home. I walked my dog, and then I made sure I had everything ready for my presentation. I love this. Like, I got to go to sleep, but because I got to work, go to work tonight. But I love it. If you don't love it, don't do it because it takes work and it takes time and it takes patience. All right. So I want to thank all you guys that came on here, right? Because I feel like you guys really want to be this content creator on YouTube. So the most important thing, right, is to find your niche. Also, this is so important, guys. Don't go out and buy expensive equipment. Use your phone. Use your phone, right? Use your phone to create what you need. And once you create and you start being consistent and you're like, oh, I'm in this for the long run, then you start to purchase bigger things like a laptop, a computer, a microphone, a camera, all of that. But I wish you guys all the luck and thank you so much for supporting me.